and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Portland, down at the bottom of the conference. Fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. On the wings for him, it's Dick and Barrett. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's quickly in at the 5. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Toumani Camara. Klingon is out there with Avdia. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Holiday in at the point. And Greg, we don't expect the pace to be fast tonight. These teams operate in the half court, don't they?
Exactly. There's so much transition offense in this league. It's interesting to watch teams execute in the half court.
It's Dick on the wing. Defended by Sharpe. Quickly the pass to Barnes. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Clock at 6. Here's Barrett. Avdia with the rebound. Pass to Sharpe. Now Klingon to the wing on the left. Back to Holiday. Here's Avdia from outside off the mark. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Kings in Sacramento. Master Barrett takes the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, you've got to be shot ready in catch-and-shoot situations, and we know RJ's got a quick trigger.
Dick against Sharpe. There's a screen by Camara. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Here's Sharpe. The Raptors getting the bucket. From 12 feet out. Nice jump shot. Good.
And not just an athlete. Sharpe is very crafty with the ball in his hand.
Pass to Dick. Acted quickly. Now here's Barrett. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here is Holiday. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Avdia. And Barnes sends it back.
Send it back, Scotty Barnes. Show off that defensive acumen.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's Dick. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Pass to Pirtle. And here is Quickly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Barrett. With the clock, winds. Oh, wow!
Boy, you love that he wants to finish with authority, sending a message to the defense, R.J. Barrett.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Connected to the game. Of course, that's one way to describe Jakob Pirtle.
Well, Pirtle is an exceptional screener. He loves to hit the glass. He's a very physical player. He's everything you want in a big.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Holiday, he has yet to score. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sharp. Pirtle with the steal.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
Quickly out to Barrett. Pass to Barnes. Pirtle sets the pick for Barrett. Deflects the pass. Tick in the corner. Off target from three-point range. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against the Heat. Outside, Avdia. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, just ready to shoot as soon as the ball touches his hands. That is Denny Avdia. This guy has an instinct to score it.
To the middle. And it's Pirtle that time on the assist by Dick. Pirtle's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Come on now, that's easy money.
Pass to Sharp. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Barnes. Now, quickly. Lets it go from the wing. And Klingon pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Quickly against Holiday. Now, here's Quickly. He's covered closely. And here's Barnes for three. Portland grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Toronto where they beat the Raptors.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
Stolen by Holiday. To the paint. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Dick. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Donovan Klingon.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Pass to Kamare. Avdia, a screen on Dick. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Avdia's got 5.
Using that solid build, Denny Avdia, first you set a good screen, then you navigate to open space. Nice job.
From 12 feet out. And again, no good by Toronto. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And it's Klingon with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Klingon looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Drew Holiday. Raptors also changing it up. Robo's checked in, and it's Brandon Ingram in for Grady Dick. Barrett against Sharp. Barrett dishes to Ingram. And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That'll be his second foul of the game. Robert Williams is checked in for Portland.
Now into the lineup for Portland, number 35, Robert Williams.
Quickly looking it over. Pass to Mobo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ingram. And they get it. Rebound by Williams. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Now here's Lillard. He picked up 36 points in their last one against Miami.
And let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
Raptors trail by 4. Here's quickly. Pass to Mobo. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Barrett. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Trailblazers.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Look, we know R.J. Barrett can score, but I like the improvement he's shown defensively over the course of his career. He has put in the effort.
Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
On the wing quickly. Defended by Sharp. And that one's good. Ingram.
The pure shooting ability of Ingram does all the talking there. He gets the ball and delivers that quick release.
Now, here's Sharp. 24-point outing in their last game against... Connects again from distance.
He's almost third now on the list of all-time three-pointers.
It's an amazing milestone he's approaching. Hurdle finds Barrett. Pass to Mobo. A three from Quickly. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And how about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
That free throw missing. Murray's checked in for Klingon. Raptors also changing it up. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And it's Walter in for R.J. Barrett. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Raptors. It's a three-point game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Amu Kelishvili passes to Ingram. Pass to Mobo. Here's Shed. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front. They finish off the first quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And we'll be back right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, we've got Walter, and it's Mobo in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Ingram. 9-point game his last outing. There's a good screen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Here's Shed, following the basket by Robert Williams. Pass to Abaji. Now Ingram. Takes it inside. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Grant kicks to Lillard. Henderson outside. Murray outside. Lillard finds Murray. That three off the mark. Raptors trail by 5. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now that's his second foul, so they're going to have to navigate that as this game progresses here in the next couple minutes.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Abdias checked in for Murray. Toumani Camara comes in for Grant, and it's Drew Holiday in for Scoot Henderson. Now here's Lillard, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. The Raptors shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Count that one.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
Portland leading by 3. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player, he said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Kevin, back to you.
Playing with purpose. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
Well, what you've seen from R.J. Barrett is attack mode. The coaching staff wants him to sustain this level of aggression.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Avdia, the pass to Williams. Count it. And it's 6 points for Rob Williams.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Ingram right side. Rebounded by Kamare.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Lillard outside. To the inside. And Williams throws it down.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Now here's Ingram. He has 5. Back to Barrett. Taken away by Holiday. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Well, you look at Sharp, almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number 1. But you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing you already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
And Lillard gets it to go. In Doris, it's an ongoing debate, but some believe that the game is better today than ever before. I think it is. What about you?
Well, Kevin, despite what you might hear from players from prior generations, I 100% agree with you. Each and every year, we seem to be setting a record for the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. The players have never been more skilled. We lean heavily into analytics. It's in a perfect place.
Here's Lillard, following the score by Jakob Poeltl. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Kamare. 4 on the shot clock. Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Raptors.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Yeah, that's about perfect timing on the alley-oop finish. Scotty Barnes' teammates know he's a big-time vertical threat.
Lillard surveying the D. Avdia kicks to Holiday. Pass to Klingon. Now Kamara. Three-pointer, Lillard. Lillard again missing. Dick passes to Barnes. Now Poeltl. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Avdia gets the bucket. Avdia's got 7.
Let's remember, Avdia's 6'9", which means he is quite capable of being effective in the painted area.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Trailblazers making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. Manuel quickly. He's checked in for the Raptors. And the Raptors with the ball, trailing by 5. Pass to Barrett. Klingon with the block.
And with every swat, Klingon is earning a reputation as a shot blocker.
The Raptors have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Here's Kamare. There's the pick. Down low. Outside, Avdia. 6 to shoot. Pass to Sharp. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. They get it again. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Oh, great job of keeping the play alive. Klingon using that reach to secure that one and get the second chance look.
Quickly finds Dick. Raptors moving the ball around. Back to Barnes. Pass to Poeltl. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He goes on Donovan Klingon.
Well, for a player with Poeltl's size, that type of play he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, get to the line, be physical. Love it.
The free throw drops for Pirtle. Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
What you love about Jakob Pirtle is his reliability. You know he's going to give you rim protection and rebounds. The other part is he can play with his back to the basket. Somewhat of a lost skill.
Now, here's Avdia. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Now Barrett following the miss by Denny Avdia from deep. Onside Barrett, and the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy's a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Now, here's Avdia. 7 points in the game. Pirtle with the steal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Raptors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And the first one drops.
You know, certainly we've seen R.J. Barrett productive as a scorer. I think the key for him moving forward is just be as efficient as possible.
And he makes both free throws. A minute 20 left to play here in the half. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Let's get some crazy fans. Welcome to the floor, your Trailblazers Stats team. And welcome your Trailblazers Stats team.
Here to check out some stats for Avdia. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging about 18 points per, 9 rebounds, then 4 assists. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Now, here's Sean. He's got 6. Pass to Klingon. Now, here's Sean. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the 3. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Barrett. Active quickly. Here's Dick. 3-pointer. Good on the 3-point shot. Dick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Wasted no time on that one. Quickly's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, sometimes you have to flex into the mid-range. Emmanuel quickly ready to do just that.
Dick against Sharp. Shoots over Dick and misses it off the right side of the rim. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Toronto ahead. They finish off the second quarter on a 15-4 run. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors in our featured matchup, which has not disappointed.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
And moving things along, let's take a look at some contenders for this year's dunk contest.
Watch these guys from now into the contest. I bet they thought of crazy in-game dunks that you've never seen before.
I feel like they've never chose you because they like their backboard so much.
That would be correct.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, R.J. Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Avdia out there with Klingon. Then it's Shaedon Sharp. Then there's Toumani Camara. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Hits it from three-point range.
What you love about Denny Avdia, this guy can score in a multitude of ways.
Faster quickly. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back to you, Kev.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. So it's Portland now, after the Raptors pick up 2. Here's Avdia. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Avdia's got 5 points in the quarter. Doris, nowadays, we see lots of high school transfers amongst elite players. One example, Scotty Barnes.
No, exactly, Kevin. This young man attended 3 different high schools, and I think what each guy is trying to do is raise the level of competition.
Now here is Holiday. Hasn't made one yet. Steps back. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Grady Dick.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
And that one misses.
Boy, guys, when you think of Deni Avdija, great positional size, versatile on both ends of the floor, and he's unafraid of the big stage.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Sharp. Raptors knocking down the tray. Pass to Holiday. Back to Sharp. Looking to get it going. And Pirtle sends it back.
Oh, Pirtle, he is not having it at the rim on the defensive end. That is beautifully done.
Shot clock at 6. Inside. From 6 away.
R.J. Barrett has the kind of physical abilities to contest shots, and he is aggressive on the defensive end right now.
Down low. Quickly trying to break free. And it's Pirtle that time on the assist by Barrett.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Outside Holiday. Avdija, the pass to Holiday. And that one, good.
It's impossible to guard Drew Holiday when he gets this kind of position. His frame and his game is very much up to the task.
Barrett kicks it quickly. Misses the 3. Trailblazers trail by 4. On the wing, Holiday. Quickly covering. Pass to Kamare. Here's Avdija. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
What a night for Deni Avdija. This guy has found something out there, and they just keep finding him.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Party time, Portland. Here are your Blazers breaker dance crew.
Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
You know, they've been so aggressive on the offensive boards, and they're earning every one of those second chance buckets with that relentless effort.
And it goes out of bounds. A last touch by Pirtle. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Raptors. They're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season.
And seeing where the Raptors are, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Barrett. On the wing, Barnes. Here's Dick. And the Raptors miss again. To the inside. Here's Kamare. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Back to Barrett. Here's Kamare. Barrett covering. Pass to Sharp. Here's Klingon. Outside, Avdia. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Klingon. And it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Portland.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Holiday. Fires away from outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in this game. Quickly finds Barrett. With the drive, it falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Yeah, R.J. Barrett is always working on his perimeter game, and he makes easy work at the mid-range.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
Checked in for Portland. And Toronto also making a switch. Ingram's checked in. And Portland has possession. They lead by 1. Lillard left side. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Grady Dick says, I've got some vertical, folks. Look out.
Lillard against quickly. The kick out to Holiday. Clock at 6. Stolen by Quickly. Fast break Toronto. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. It's good. And now it's a 3-point Toronto lead. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And here is Quickly, after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Back to Quickly. Count it, and the foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
Emmanuel quickly, in a nutshell right there, absorbs the contact and finishes the play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Williams, he's checked in for Donovan Clingan. Murray comes in for Tamani Kamara. And it's Grant in for Drew Holiday.
Well, think about this, guys. Early in his career, quickly finished second in Sixth Man of the Year voting. He's also proven he can be a capable starter in this league. That's big-time value.
Now here's Murray. Nothing on the board. Here's Lillard. Takes it off the glass.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Quickly against Lillard. Back to Quickly. It's good. Quickly's got 10 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Quickly against Lillard. Kicks it out to Grant. Back to Lillard. Lets it go with the three. Toronto grabs the miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact. Well, this offense certainly thrives when he's knocking those down.
Toronto's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Walter. Still scoreless. A three from Quickly. The rebound by Grant.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 10. Outside for Murray. Pass to Grant. 5 on the clock. Williams, a screen on Ingram. Grant for three. The Raptors shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Out to the wing. Here's Abaji. Count the basket. Abaji's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. It's the Raptors leading by just 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. We've got Brandon Ingram. Also R.J. Barrett out there. And it's Shed in at point guard.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
Williams dishes to Lillard. Back to Williams. Lillard finds Williams. And it's Lillard missing. The Raptors with the lead. Here's Walter. Pass to Mobo. They set the pick. Barrett for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Abdia's got his 6th rebound on the night. Henderson outside. Grant surveying the D. To the middle. Here's Williams. And the slam by Williams.
And Grant's such a versatile player. He can do a little bit of everything, including setting up his teammates.
Pass to Mobo. And here's Barrett. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
Once R.J. Barrett sees the defense commit, he goes right into attack mode and gets himself a trip to the free throw line. That is beautiful.
Shoot two.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line.
Should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
Now here's Lillard. Grant for three. Kept alive. Here's Avdia. Right side, Williams. Back to Avdia. Over Ingram. Avdia can't hit. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Barrett. To the paint. Here's Mobo. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Williams sets a screen for Avdia. Kicks it out to Lillard. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got it all tied up now for Portland.
Spacing the floor. That's his third triple of the game and his second in this half.
And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He has decided it's the right time to talk. He's checked in for Robert Williams. And Toronto also making a switch. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Walter. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. And there it is for him. Barrett's got 19 points.
This guy's a bucket getter. R.J. Barrett finds a way to capitalize on the interior. He's got the size to get it done.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Now, here's Barrett. Pass to Ingram. Screen by Poeltl. Launches it. And it's Ingram missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now, here's Lillard. To the inside. Here's Grant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA, but now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he's often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
The free throw drops for Grant.
Well, I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Sharp comes in for Henderson, and it's Holiday in for Lillard. And Grant drops them both.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
Barnes outside. It's Dick on the wing. Outside, Barrett. Some solid defense from Grant. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. That's to Holiday. Outside, Avdia. Grant against Barrett. Grant the pass to Avdia. Over Barnes. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Wow, I love to see this level of aggression from Jakob Pirtle. He's got it going.
Outside, Avdia. Grant on the wing. Holiday up top. Barnes against Avdia. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Avdia's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Avdia has added some strength to the frame, and he puts it to work right there.
Down low, Pirtle lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Pirtle's got 10 points in just the second half.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Avdia, a screen on quickly. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Holiday against Barnes. From past the arc. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Grant sets a screen for Holiday. To the middle. Here's Klingon. Drops in the layup for 2. 8 points for Donovan Klingon.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
And here is Quickly. Outside, Barrett. Nice move. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting one. And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Kamar is checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Barrett.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Back to Avdia. Klingon the screen for Avdia. And Pirtle sends it back. And there's the drive. That's a 2 from Barnes. Yep, right through the net. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Scotty Barnes with the big-time delivery. Big spot, young man. Yes, sir.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Holiday. Now Sharp. Launches it. Barrett rips down the rebound.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Sharp rips down the rebound. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
Second team foul. At the line for your Trailblazers, Kamare, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Kamara nails both of them.
Well, in these situations, this is who they want at the charity stripe.
Now Barnes. Jake with it. Barrett with the ball. Klingon defending. Here's quickly. The 15-footer. Can't get it to go. Portland trailing here. Sharp. No good. Could not tie it up. Now Barrett takes the three. And it's off.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Now, here's Barrett. Following the miss by Denny Avdia. Does not go. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. To tie it up. And all the way in, and he gets it done.
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
Now, here's Barrett. And there's the dunk.
R.J. Barrett at a critical juncture, no hesitation. Wow.
Mark against Dick. Now Klingon. Here's Sharp. Rebounded by Dick. Barrett outside. Here's Barnes. Now quickly. Let's lose a three. Knocks down the three.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 5. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Seniors are going out now. Look out for grab one. We're on the lookout for the loudest fans who'd like a free t-shirt tonight. It's time for some t-shirts. Here they come. Join me in thanking your Blazer Dancer.
Sharp. It's good.
Oh, huge bucket from Sharp. You know he's got to be feeling good after that one.
When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. 4-team foul. Shooting for Toronto. Emmanuel Quickly. At the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
If it wasn't out of reach already, guys, those free throws turn the lights off.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They trail by 5. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Here's Sharp from deep. Pirtle there for the rebound. And an intentional foul right there.
Fourth personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for Toronto, Jakob Pirtle. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Avdia outside, puts it up from deep. And so it's Toronto winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that about wraps it up. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jakob Pirtle.